Joined now by our peak performer of the week in men's golf, brought to you by TicketSmarter, Jack Johnson from North Dakota State. Jack, congratulations on the honor. You got the win at Torrey Pines over the weekend. You shot 8 under at one of the historic golf courses in the United States. What's it like to kind of get that win in a place like that?
Yeah, it was pretty special for sure. Um, I would say honestly, even more than location it was at, it's been the first tournament that my whole family's been able to travel to and be there for. So that was definitely a pretty special moment to be able to share with them. And just to be able to see our team kind of dominate as well that week. It was pretty fun weekend.
As a team, you guys are off to a hot start. I mean, you've won two of the, I guess, both of the events that you've been able to finish. Obviously, that event out at Bandon was cut short due to weather, but you guys have played pretty well. What's gone into this? What's been the recipe for success so far?
I would say we have quite a few guys that just like to put their head down and kind of work on their own and just get better every day. So we've been obviously working pretty hard. And I think our coach does a great job of kind of making sure that we're still on track, doing the right thing, but he's not going to over push us to the point of like us not wanting to practice. So yeah, we've just all been kind of doing our own thing and working hard, and it's starting to pay off.
From the outside, as a non-golf athlete, right? I golf on the side, and I think everybody kind of has their experiences with golf, but we look at
Yeah.
golf as kind of an enjoyable experience, right? Something to get away from the everyday grind of life. You just talked about the practice and putting your head down and kind of going through those motions that you need to go through to get better as a golfer. How do you approach the game and still try and keep that joy that some of us casual golfers have as well?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, so we're up in Fargo, North Dakota, which, as you know, we have snow on the ground for 6, 7 months of the year. And to me, that's kind of a blessing. Like, I feel like if I were to be somewhere warm where we can play 12 months of the year, those winter months when you're not playing as many tournaments, it might kind of start to get a little repetitive, and I might kind of lose that kind of urge to compete again. So with us being inside, we can take like 4 to 5 months and really kind of one take a little break maybe for a couple weeks here or there, but also you can focus kind of on exactly what you need to work on to get better. So then when you kind of get going in the spring outside, you're just dying to get back out on the course again and start playing some golf.
And I'm sure you were really dying to do that after last season where you only played in 5 rounds. What was that like? And can you kind of talk about that experience of coming back and, being one of those key players on this team now?
Yeah, that was definitely pretty difficult. We just had a pretty solid team last year. I dealt with a couple injuries over the course of the year as well, but I had to try to keep playing through it. But I still feel like I was a pretty big part of this team, kind of pushing everybody to be better every day. But yeah, it's definitely nice to be back and playing some golf. I feel like I'm definitely in a better headspace as well.
Is Torrey Pines the coolest place that you've played at in your golf career?
Um, ah, it's definitely up there. Probably one of the more historic. Bandon was pretty cool, and although our tournament got canceled out there, we were still able to play like 5 rounds just for fun. Which those courses are pretty phenomenal. But yeah, Torrey was definitely up there.
If you could rank like your top three courses that you've been able to play, I mean, Bandon, obviously that's kind of a bucket list spot for a lot of people. I think Torrey Pines as
Yeah.
well.
Um, boy, I don't know. Well, I can't say I would want to say Augusta, but I was there in the drive, chip, and putt, so I got to putt on the 18th green. But we didn't get to play the whole course. Um, but I would probably say probably the Straits course at Whistling Straits. Um, Probably Torrey Pines, and then probably the Bandon Trails course that they have up at Bandon.
It's a solid list, especially with the green at 18 at Augusta. Obviously, the Masters is next week. North Dakota State, you guys are covered in green, and I mean, you're wearing a green jacket right now, not the green jacket. Uh, I'm sure that's kind of on your wish list, right?
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of your name, have you ever kind of gotten confused with the I don't know, maybe the old boxer from the early 1900s or the singer Jack Johnson.
Yeah, my teachers in college, in classes here in college and back in high school, they're always like, "Oh, do you play the guitar too, like the singer?" Like, no. Oh, you play hockey like the Jack Johnson in the NHL? No. Yeah, there's quite a few.
It's a pretty common name. Well, Jack, thanks for taking the time and congratulations on the honor. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.